What up, everybody, and welcome back to the world's illest podcast, Through My Eyes with One Eye Willie. I hope all has been well, and I hope everybody had a great holiday, but you already know business must be handled. Today on the show, I have the resurgence of one of my past guests, here to give us some more cloth talk about what he has been going on at Category Other. Since his last visit to the show to talk about graffiti rap, this man has linked up with Certified Nation Entertainment, where he has released Mellow Aphrodite, went on the American Way Tour, and was a part of the first annual hip-hop R&B cookout / barbecue to pay homage to the Prince, Marky D, and Ecstasy in East New York. That's Brooklyn for y'all who don't know. Anyways, Pengame Classic also dropped multiple videos, freestyles. He was featured on podcasts, editorials, and he has just released his latest project, Casso's Theme. Everybody, welcome back the homie, Pengame Classic. What up, Classic? Let's get back to you, Pengame Classic. After you sat down with me earlier this year, you ended up linking with Certified Nation Entertainment. How did you end up linking with them, and how has that relationship been since you went over there?
Yeah, Samantha Lavelle, who I've known for a long time. We went to pretty much middle school together, high school out in Kansas, and she had been involved on the East Coast and came in contact with some artists out there, and have been networking little by little. And she hadn't really put any thought to it until I brought graffiti rap to her attention. She started promoting and pushing that, and then that's what got Certified in contact with her, because they saw how she was pushing and stuff. So she ends up doing chief brand officer work for them, publicist work. She manages myself and 3 other artists on there, City the Great, J Law, and It's Only Right. Shout out to those brothers. And she she just took it to another level as far as helping me with the American Way event. She hosted that with all of us being from Kansas. Shout out Hash, who was a part of that. We put that together, did the community event for the basketball game with City the Great. This guy had been a part of many deals in the past, Interscope, you name it, G Unit. I mean, City the Great is one of these artists out there that a lot of people don't really know how deeply entrenched this guy is. He did a bid, so that kind of put him back a little bit in between, but he's come back stronger than ever, assembling this team, and it just means all the right things. One, independent artists look at themselves as businesses, and that's one thing we say about these younger artists today. They know their business, so hate them or love them, they know their business, and we kind of adopted that type of strategy. Let's Get Activated podcast that Samantha runs, where you got legendary artists. It's pretty much a combined mixture of legends and good independent artists, and it's like the two have been simultaneously working together as the network has built, and now you got something. So going into this year coming up, you're going to see a lot of that happening as far as some of the legends. Of course, not just anyone. You gotta pass the test to be one of those type of artists that they will push, or one of the type of artists that they will vouch for. But it's going to be a nice movement going on, and that's going to be the direction that we take it. But Certified is definitely here to stay, and it's going to be a name that people are going to hear from hip hop in the future for years to come.
Talk about some of the New Year's resolutions that you have.
Definitely already, and I usually set my goals out, months in advance, and I'm definitely already working on the New Year ones. Pretty much capped this year off the best way it could possibly be done, and now we'll be starting off right away. January 8th, City the Great's having an album release party, and it's having a little celebration for some of the things that we've been doing at Certified, and bringing the legends, Special Ed out, Cool Rock Ski, Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box, a couple other.
He was just on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Ralph McDaniels gonna be coming out. He supports those brothers, so he'll be showing up, and that's just one of them. The other one is definitely still to be in tune with my family life, And like you said, everything needs to funnel into money.
Yeah.
You know, as far as whether it's the music or just the clothing. You know, everything we want to funnel all that into some money and to be able to, you know, venture off into some things my wife wants to do as far as business related, and want to be able to have those funds ready to go for that. And we're just all trying to strategize for, you know, monetizing without having to be there and punching the clock and putting in the work, kind of letting it just work for itself. You know, that's where we're trying to get at.
That's what's up right there. Hey, y'all, let's pay a few bills and we're going to get back to the show. Yo, Rich Guy, talk to him real quick. Let him know what's going on. What do you think of, first of all, before we go on to the next thing, what do you think about those lists, those top 10 artists of 2021 lists for B-Dots?
Solid. I mean, most of those guys are relevant and, you know, one way, shape, or form. So the list makes sense, you know, as far as, you know, where he's going with it. And I just think everybody has their own perspective on how they view things. So it's not a knocking on him or whatever. I'm pretty sure, you know, he's got a lot of other artists that could have been on that list too that he could have thought, but that's where that man wanted it, the direction he wanted to take his list into. So people have to realize that's through his eyes, through his perspective. So it's a side. He at least he gave us, you know, criteria as far as how he put the list together. Yeah. And you can't argue that entertainer, you know, all the things that he put in there, one way, shape, or form, those artists maintained those.
Yeah, and just to be clear, the top 10 rap albums, the criteria for that was one album per artist, no EP.
When I paint, it's like Picasso, and that's the theme, Blanco. Paint a picture, there's a picture.